Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Candace and this is Flosstube number 13. If you haven't been here before, this is a channel about stitching. Not only cross stitch, but I also knit and I quilt. So I usually talk about those things after if I have any. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. It's been a busy week. I am able to record earlier today. I went to pick up the kids yesterday after work, and they go to Boys and Girls Club. It was like a 6-week program, just kind of like a cool little camp. My oldest did it last year, and they were a lot more limited in numbers this year. But they told us at pickup that they were going to close for the next 3 days. Hello, short notice. So I called my boss and I told her what was going on, and I said, can I just take a PTO day for Wednesday? I said, we'll figure out the rest of the week later tonight. She said, sure, no problem. So my husband was able to take off Thursday and Friday because he has a ton of vacation time saved up. So I'm off today, and then he'll be off Thursday and Friday with the kids. And then they will go back to Boys and Girls Club on Monday. And I think that's the last week, or they have 2 weeks left. I can't remember. I should probably check because we're going to have to do some wrangling to get, to keep them legal. It's not like we can leave them home alone. So, I am in my finished craft room. Yay! I would say the lighting's still not great. We have a new light. It's a little off to the side though. So I don't know if maybe I'll get something I can put on my cabinet up there. At the end of the video, I will take you on a little tour. I have the tablet though, so I hope I don't make anyone sick. But I'll wait until the end to do that. So I managed to find one of the Science Guys. They have these at Hobby Lobby. They're on an end cap by the fabric. So it's just a tiny little end cap. There's sewing stuff on one side, floral on the other. And it was there, and I was like, it's perfect because not only do I cross stitch, but I quilt and I knit. So got my threads up over here. They're a little bit back from, this is my sewing table right here. They're a little bit back because I have 2 cats who are on the verge of turning 1, and those would be amazing play toys for them. So I'll try and display something different on my mannequin each week. This is a cowl I did a test knit for Amba. She is, I want to say it's just Amba on Ravelry, A-M-B-A-H. Let me check real quick though, because I don't want to make a mistake. So, but that used all scraps, and it's just a little cowl, and it held maybe it didn't hold anything double. I think that was all just single, but it was all just scraps that I had from leftover projects. So you can find Amba on Instagram and on Ravelry. Yes, she just goes by Amba, and her full name is Amba O'Brien. She's Australian. Here's what I do not know if that will help if I hide my face or not. I know it does on my phone, but so she's the designer of that, and I had a lot of fun making that. It's a great scrap buster. That's all it is. Nice little chevron. So I wear a lot of those in the winter with my winter coat. Obviously, I still have not gotten my hair cut, but I have an appointment for August 12th. I know it's still like a month away, but we'll get there. So let's see. No finishes this week for my cross stitching. Also, no new starts. So that's good. I've been working for July. I've been working on full coverage Fanatics bingo, and I've been working on the Tour de France for Stitchtalk HAED challenges group. So let's see. For bingo, I got another box done, so I have 3 done now. The fairies one. This is... You'd think I would be prepared today, but my kids were actually being good, so I thought I'll go down and do this right now before we have to go out and run errands, because then I'm going to be a nasty sweaty mesh. I'm sorry, guys. Just a hot mess today. Normally I have these all up in tabs so I can just click on them, but okay, so there's mini citrine. And so for bingo, I'm using this for bingo and Tour de France. So for bingo, I hit 1,000 stitches a couple of days ago. It's like stage 6. So this weekend, I hit 1,000 stitches since bingo started. And then since I'm using this for Tour de France, this gets the number of stitches is how many kilometers they would have ridden for that stage. So, like, I know I talked about it last week, but last week was stage 3 on Wednesday, stage 4 on Thursday was like 157. So I just did 157 stitches and then I put it down. And then I would work on either Mini Dark Goddess or Mini Autumn Cat Magic. So I feel like I'm getting a lot done. It's a lot of confetti up here, and I've been working a lot up here. Last night, I was feeling kind of lazy, so I did like this right here. Because, you know. So, Mini Autumn Cat Magic, I only worked on once. Just on Thursday. That's the only day I worked on it. So, I got about 250 stitches in. Maybe just a smidge more. Still working out here on these borders. And then I got a little bit of this done right here. So, just hanging out in the corner over there. And then that one looks like this. And these are all Heaven and Earth designs. Super cute though. And then I did get some more. Sorry. I have a little bit of a precarious setup. We'll see if it stays. Because I didn't put anything under the tablet to lift it up because it's at an angle when it's in its case. So we'll try really hard not to do that again. Let's see. So where was I? Mini Dark Goddess. I got a lot more of the white done, and I did a little bit of the purple too. I needed a bit of a break. I don't think it wants to open. There we go. What I need to do is get ink for the printer and just print out a page that I can hold up for you guys. So here is Mini Dark Goddess. Loving it. Loving it, loving it. And there is where I am. So I got, this could be a hot mess. Hot mess. I need to put something heavier in there. There, we'll try that. So I got a lot of this white over here and then some of this purple done right there. It's like super light purple. And if you'll notice this week, I have a grime guard. I'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, so that's where I'm at on that one. I only worked on full coverage this week because I got my craft room done this weekend, and that was a 2-day project to get everything out of bins, organized. There was a lot of stuff I ended up deciding that I knew I wasn't going to use and needed to go. So I donated a whole bunch of flannel fabric. I used to make, I don't have a finished one right here, but I can pull out one of the ones that I had started. So these blankets right here, they're regular quilting cotton on top, and then the back, you'll see there's 3 different colors of flannel. What you do is you quilt the entire thing with diagonal stripes, and then you go in and you cut the flannel. And then when you wash it, it gets like a chenille. So they call it a chenille back. But you have to cut through 3 layers of flannel with, I have an Olfa chenille cutter that makes it a whole lot easier. But you go through blades. You use like 1 blade per blanket. So I used to make a ton of these, and this is one of those things that got put to the side. So I have 3 of these. I'm going to finish them, and I'm going to post them probably in my Etsy shop. Because, you know, it's silly for me just to get rid of it when it's almost done. Like halfway done. So I did get rid of a bunch of flannel fabric. And then I got rid of a few odds and ends that I just knew I wouldn't use anymore. So things are fairly organized. I have some more shelves to put up in here. But so as far as haul or stash acquisition, I actually had my very first Stitchy Kindness, which is amazing. So Amy, she is on Flosstube, and on Instagram, she is Gracicle's Stitchery, and I'll link her below. But she's from overseas, and she asked if she could send me some grime guards. And I haven't even made any yet. You would think with all this fabric I would make myself some, but I hadn't made any for myself yet. So this is one of the ones she sent me. And I thought it looked great with the purple, so we put it on this one. And then the other 2 she sent me, this one has flowers on it. That's so cute. And then another one with flowers on it. And I love this color. I dig this color so much. I feel like I need a dress out of this fabric. But she was super kind to send these all the way overseas to me so that I could have some grime guards for my full coverage pieces. So Amy, thank you. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I've never gotten Stitchy Kindness before, so yay. Feels special. And then the only thing I bought this week that's in my possession, just put it that way, I finally broke down and got the Dimensions kit. I feel like almost everyone is doing this, and I can't help it, but I don't know what it is. I just really like it. And I know that like Barbara's daughter, she's doing them in 3s. She's going to do like one section and then another section and another section. I'm going to do the whole thing all in one piece and then probably get it framed and put it in my kitchen or something. I really like it. I don't know what it is about it, but I've never done a kit before. So if you've never seen a kit before, if you're new to cross stitch, it comes with the fabric. I believe it even comes with a needle. I may be wrong on the needle part, but it comes with all the floss you need and then the charts inside. So this will be my very first kit. And I think I kind of did it backwards. I think most people probably start with kits and then move on to regular counted cross stitch where they're kitting their own. I did it a little backwards. I started with not quite an easy piece that actually would have been full coverage if I would have done the white background the way it said it was supposed to be, but I didn't. That was the gnome that I showed in my very first Flosstube. But so I did that, and then I ended up finding full coverage pieces 2 months later. So I think I do things a little backwards. So I'm excited about this. I don't know when I'm going to start it though, because you know July is kind of like full coverage focus. Who knows? Maybe August, or I could always save it for, you know, like February. If you live in an area that gets a lot of snow and is really cold, February is the month where you're like, okay, I hate summer, but I kind of want winter to end. If it could be fall year round, I would be happy. I think I would love Canada. I would love to live in Canada because I know some places still get really hot like we do here in Northwest Indiana, but There are other places that don't. I think my top is probably 75. I'm good at 75. Anything hotter than that and miserable. Which is why I did this now instead of running errands, because my hair it's hot outside, so it's going to get frizzy. My makeup's going to melt off. Nobody wants to see that. I've had enough hot messes lately, although my bangs really need to get some hairspray or something. So, that's really it for stitching. I have one little bit of quilting, and then I can take you on a little tour. I did work on my mystery knit along, the Stillness shawl mystery knit along. That one is from Curious Handmade. That's from Helen Stewart. The only thing is I left it at work. I didn't realize I wasn't going to be working today until after I was already at work, and I left it in my drawer there. So I am not finished with Clue 3 yet, but I don't know if I'm going to finish Clue 3 tomorrow, and that's when Clue 4 comes out. So I'll show that next week. I'll make sure I don't do something silly like leave it at work. But Fat Quarter Shop, their quilting side. So if you watch any of their quilting channel, which is the regular Fat Quarter Shop YouTube channel, they have a separate Flosstube channel too. But if you watch their regular one, they're doing a jelly snowflake mystery quilt along. And it started 2 weeks ago. The third block releases tomorrow. But I had fabric for it. All it takes is a jelly roll and 2.5 yards of background fabric, and then you're binding and backing. And I couldn't start because my craft room wasn't done, and I couldn't, like, everything was put somewhere else, so I couldn't get started on it. So finally last night I was able to cut all of my fabric that I needed for blocks 1 and 2. And this morning I finished my first blocks for it. So these are going to be the corner blocks. And I used, it said to pick 14 jelly roll strips. I actually did 2 of each print. And I don't know if it'll stay that way because my jelly roll has 42 strips in it. Or, yeah. I don't know what the kids are doing. So anyway, so there's one. And then I have another one exactly like it. And then the other one looks like this. So, and this is, you can kind of see it a little bit. It is like a silver metallic. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So, this is you can't get this jelly roll now. It is sold out. I want to say there's still a charm pack of this fabric. Because it's from 2019. It's the Holiday Flourish, the Peacock colorway. And let me grab the whole jelly roll so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so here are the other strips I'm using. You can kind of get in there. And then the rest of it are like lighter grays and blues. And then there's this one right here. Oh, where's it at? So the reason I didn't want to use this one is because it has like strips of color. And I'm afraid if I needed, like a 2.5 inch square, I might get like just a tiny little bit of that and then more of this. I didn't think it would look right. So I won't be using that one at all in this. These will probably end up going back into scraps. So there's my other fabrics for it. And then my background fabrics are white. I'm really excited. So I have everything cut for the second block, and hopefully I'll get to work on that a little bit today after we get back from running errands. But if you guys want to see things, let me get this stuff out of the way, and I'll give you a little tour of my craft room. So we're at my sewing table right now. We're going to try and do this without messing anything up. I don't want to drop anything. Okay, so I have my thread on the wall. And there's my sewing table. I actually put my sewing machine on the floor. And then right straight across from me, I have these 2 cabinets. Now, the first one against the wall, that one holds yarn. There's also yarn up top. So I do need some shelves. And then this one is all fabric. And then this cabinet over here, there's some cross-stitch charts. There's some quilting patterns, some triangle on a roll paper. I have those two little cases in the top middle cube are all nail polish. And then there's still some stuff that needs to find a home. And then over here next to me, I made just a little like pressing table so that I could press my blocks while I'm stitching. This whole cabinet right here. Oh, and all these cabinets are from IKEA, by the way. This one right here, those are drawers that come out, and those are all whips. So those are the things that I need to get done. And then here's my cutting table. That is all the fabric that's cut for the next block. So I still have some work to do. Hopefully we will get that done sooner rather than later. But let me see if I can. There we go. Actually, it looks kind of small from here. It's actually not a small space. It's a good size space. And then treadmill and some more stuff. So that's my craft room. I'm pretty excited to be able to do some stuff. And then there's my bathroom with some more stuff that needs to get put away. So I think that's it for this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I hope I didn't make anybody sick by showing you my craft room. I'm going to have to go wrangle the kids and do some errands. So I will chat with you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. Bye.